Hello, everybody. Hey, it's Douglas Bloch in Portland, Oregon. Today is December 30th, 2018, the year of whatever. And boy, it has been a tough year. I am looking forward to New Year's Eve, which is tomorrow and the beginning of 2019. Here we are on our 90-second live chat, if you can believe it, and so forth. Nobody's watching. Wonder if we got any notifications being sent out. Anyway, we're on the air. It's live chat number 92, and I'm here to answer any of your questions. And yeah, I don't know quite what's going on. Maybe it's going to take some time for people to show up. Anyway, I have a special ritual to do. What does it say right here? Douglas Bloch is now live on live chat 92. Well, I guess they were about a minute late in getting out the notifications. And here is Trend Center testing. How's it going? Jurin, what's up, Doug? Well, I'm here to help you guys welcome in the new year and release the old. Swiss Heart, my God, I was thinking about you. From Santa Cruz, California, I still have your wonderful violet lavender oil. Jay Vink, hey, nice to see you. Again, Andrea, hello from the UK. Yes, it's about 8 o'clock there. Cheyenne, I've been waiting all morning. Yes. Far Kark, my life. Hi, whoever you are. Sarah Ritchie, nice to see you. DFPS, they're just coming in. Hello from MM. I don't know if that's Minnesota. Prozac is king, people. Prozac saved England. Well, I don't know what that means, but I like the way it sounds. Good evening from Scotland, says James. Santana says hello. Trendsetter. Hi, Douglas from New York City. That's born and raised in New York City. Scott, good afternoon, Doug from Rhode Island. Yes, the Rhode Island School of Design. I've been to Providence. Love this channel, says Andrea. Well, great. Maybe today you can be the one to start us off on the super chat. I'm wanting to get the year closing right. I've had some financial challenges this year, but you guys have been so generous on these Sunday live chats by donating $1, $2, $5, $10, by clicking on the little dollar sign where it says support. Show your support for Douglas Bloch. Marie Hayes, always good to hear from you. Jennifer Jones, I love Utah. I don't know where Grimsby is. Melbourne, I guess that's in Australia, right? Hey, Lazy Eye Ranch. How you doing? Virtuous Woman, Happy New Year, Doug. Happy New Year to all of you guys. I have something really exciting. I'm going to show you a ceremony once we get to about 50 people watching called the Burning Bowl Ceremony. And it'll be great. In the meantime, how about starting out with a joke? If I can find my Laugh Out Loud book. Here we are. I said I was fine last week, Jay Vink, then insomnia returned and turned me back to a total wreck. Sleep deprived, well, you're taking 150 milligrams of Seroquel. Well, that should help. Hey, BRBHEJ, nice to see you. Thank you, Cheyenne. I love your name. Okay, what do you call a insect who complains all the time? Now, when I was young, my parents used to call me CC, chronic complainer. Why? I was depressed as a kid. Nobody knew it. I was not diagnosed. So they called me CC, chronic complainer. So what do you call an insect who complains all the time? A grumblebee. Oh, I love it, don't you? A grumblebee. Okay, Ruth McGowan. Sorry, I didn't mean to be manic here. Pia Nielsen, what do you guys think? That was not a bad joke for a 5-year-old. An insect who claims all the time is a grumblebee. Speaking of which, how was your Christmas, everybody? I had a really good Christmas, but I got a call. I actually got a call on the phone for a consult from Santa's Little Helper. And I said, what's up? He said, I'm depressed. I said, why are you depressed, Santa's Helper? He says, well, I have low self-esteem. Wasn't that nice of Santa's Helper to really bare his chest to me, bare his soul? Grumble, you love it. Okay. Hi from Scotland, Patricia Brady. I know we've talked to you. I spent the summer of 1982, before some of you were born, in Scotland, in Forres, at a spiritual community called Findhorn. 44 people watching? Wow. 9 p.m.? Yeah, already? Well, yeah, it's 9 hours difference, isn't it? Forgotten roots, chronic complainers, those who actually changed society. Well, yes, nothing ever was done except a small minority. All right, let's go. I don't like this. Why did the pony get sent to his room without supper? Oh, that's not a good thing to do a pony. Well, he couldn't quit horsing around. Always good to try to, be a good bunny when you can. Actually, I have wow, this reminds me of a joke I told years ago, which is really a very important thing about optimists versus pessimists. In the meantime, maybe you should read an self-help book. Very good, Lazy Eye Ranch. Oh, we're going. Sarah Ritchie, I'm not qualified to say if vitamins help or not, says Veritas Vincent. Good one, Lazy, yes. 51 people watching. We're about to do a really powerful ritual to end and close out the year. I'm very excited. Patricia Brady says insomnia has caused me depression, chronic anxiety. I'll tell you, lack of sleep is the #1 thing that's going to send your mood plummeting downhill. We need our sleep. Our brain needs our sleep to reboot, to refresh, to renew. And so many times people with mood disorders have insomnia. It's really, really a tough thing. Okay, so here it is. Hey, so, hey Doug, hey man, I brought your book, Healing from Depression, but I'm having a hard time to read it in Reader. Please tell it to the publishers. Right, well, yeah, that book, they didn't do a very good job of putting it in Reader. I'm sorry about that. I will give them a call. Hey, David Holden. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, David. Thank you for your contribution. I'm glad you liked my signed book. I sent David Holden in the UK, in the Northwest UK near Liverpool, a signed copy of this book, Healing from Depression. Well, I'd love to send you some information. You can get a free copy of this book, the ebook, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, my memoir about how I overcame clinical depression. And it's any contribution today on the Super Chat of any amount, I will send you a free ebook, or you can also get your choice of this amazing mood chart I put together, 5 areas of therapeutic self-care, self-care activities to improve your mood. This is a chart, color diagram. Many of you have it. Hey, Mobius Zero, nice to hear from you. So here's this amazing thing. Okay, so there's two sons, right? They're twins, actually. One's an optimist, one's a pessimist. The optimist is always looking on the bright side, looking up. The pessimist is always complaining. So the parents say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get change in behavior here. Their birthdays are coming up. They're twins. We're going to give the optimist a room full of horse shit. And we're going to give the pessimist a brand new Shetland pony. Now we'll see what happens, because I'm sure the pessimist will feel good and the optimist will feel bad. So let's see how this experiment works. So they, birthday came November 21st. The kids came downstairs. They're about 8 or 9. They unwrapped the present. So first, the pessimist got his present first. It was a beautiful Shetland pony. Really must have cost a lot of money. But he said, I don't like this pony. The color's not right. It's too big. I don't like the saddle. I don't like the gray. And he was kvetching. In Yiddish, that means complaining. He was complaining about this pony. He couldn't be happy. Well, they said, well, I guess the pessimist couldn't be happy, but certainly not the optimist. I mean, look at him. He's got this room of horseshit. But meanwhile, they look in the room, and the optimist kid, the upbeat kid, is diving into the horseshit, having the time of his life. And the parents say, well, why can you be happy? How are you happy? We just gave you this big room of shit. And he said, well, don't you understand? With all this horseshit here, there must be a pony somewhere. Yep, my therapist told me that years ago. So remember, no matter how bad things are, there's always a pony somewhere if you just look for it. And I'm alive today because of that joke. All right, so let's get to talking about you guys. I'm going to buy your book, but I'm reading Sleep Smarter and another book about sleep. Whoops, your questions are coming too fast. Did anyone like that joke? I thought that was a good joke, by the way. Insomnia is being such a pain. If insomnia is not clear, I'll surely relapse. Also, taper Valium, right? Well, when your sleep is handled, you should read Healing from Depression. It's a good book. How many milligrams? Jeff Rosen says you're doing great work. Okay, let me see if there's any questions. Does music help depression or make it worse? Music definitely helps depression, especially inspirational music, upbeat music like Stevie Wonder or the Beatles or anybody you like. Trendsetter like my joke. Lazy Eye Ranch says, I feel like a horrible person. I had my son picked up on Christmas Eve by the sheriff. He's in a mental hospital now and can't let him come back here. Don't know what it'll do. Well, Lazy Eye Ranch, you had to take care of yourself. That was inevitable. And, try to work with social services. They got to find a place to put him that's good for him. Nobody likes the kid with a pony, absolutely. I'm allergic to horses, very funny. You like that, Cheyenne. Joke was the best I've heard from you so far. Well, I'm glad you like that. Connor Stefanski, one of my favorites, went from 50 to 25 milligrams so far. The taper is successful. Excellent. Weeaboo, someone who likes Japan too much. I'm not quite sure what that means, Mobius Zero. Nyclon X, what's your knowledge about tinnitus? Oh my God, that can be really very challenging. I have a client who has tinnitus. Yes, it's this ringing in the ears. You need to go to an ear, nose, and throat specialist or a neurologist. Your doctors will recommend antidepressants for it. It's driving me crazy, the sound. Apparently it's forever. Not necessarily. Nothing is forever. Everything changes on this earth plane. I know people who have gotten over it. Antidepressants might help. Definitely go ahead and go to a good neurologist. Sorry you've got it. Okay, Veritas Vincent. The vitamin B complex has various amounts of different B vitamins in it, but it's helped when I was very low. Well, B vitamins are food for the brain, so some people say that taking B vitamins helps. Also, just take have a diet rich in B vitamins, including whole grains. That's a really good way to get your B vitamins. Any recommendation? I'm not sure, but you should go and put it in Google and see what people have found that helps. I've never had to deal with it, thank goodness. Susan Jones says, I was also called similar to a chronic complainer. As a little kid, I had both physical and issues and depression. One doctor told my mom, you need to see a therapist. She got angry. Well, you probably did need to see a therapist. So did I, but no one took me to one, unfortunately. You went untreated? Yeah, I know. I was untreated too. Sarah Barreda, my OCD and obsession thoughts disappear at night, but when I work, I have the thoughts again with terrible anxiety. Why is this? Because oftentimes depression and anxiety clear at night, and when you wake up in the morning, they come back. But guess what? This, not tomorrow, but Monday, January 7th, I have a new video coming up called How to Get Free of OCD. I'm actually going to put that, this is going to be a very popular video because my other one's on intrusive thoughts. How to get free, whoopsie daisy, get free of OCD. This is being posted on January. If I can only spell January, that would be good. So watch for that video, How to Get Free of OCD, getting posted on the 7th of January. $10, 10 pounds from David Holden. You are starting the beginning of the year out right, David. Thank you so much for your continued generosity. I tell you, David, we should, all the people in the mental health world should erect a statue for David. He has been so awesome about helping this channel, and by helping this channel, he's helping everyone because this is my life's work right now, and the end of my life. You're not going to believe this, but I'm turning 70 in about 5 weeks. Having a big birthday party here in Portland. You're all welcome. Just hop on, a plane from the UK and show up at my party. Music, we'll have some juggling. Splendid time is guaranteed by all. Anyway, Janie Jarrett says, yeah, I know, Marin stayed in bed all day today. Well, see if you can find something that would get you out of bed. N to F, Happy New Year, Douglas, from Ireland. Thank you. God, all the old timers are here. Jen Jarrett said, I've come on off 23 years of taking antidepressants. It's been 2 months free of meds for me. Mood swings, depression is keeping back, anxiety. Do you know of any alternatives to help? I'm sorry I talk so fast. Well, exercise. Try using the things, send me your email address, Jenny, and I'll send you this chart. There's all sorts of things you can do, lifestyle habits, to help with the depression. That's what I recommend. And if you need to go back on the drugs, so be it. Susan Jones, do I think that depression is progressive if not treated? Yes. We need to get right on it, absolutely. Really impossible. Okay, Connor, do you experience depression in college? That's when I basically started out when I was 18. And it started out from there and has never completely gone away. Michael Falcone, depression is a 10 for me. Hope everyone had a great Christmas. Shan, I wake up with terrible anxiety ruminations. I hate it. I've been meditating. That's one way to help it, or get out and start running. James D, look up Julian Cowan Hill on YouTube. Lots of helpful advice on tinnitus. Thank you, James, for that type of information. 70, you don't look the part. Well, thank you. It's because of good living. David Starkweather, will there be snacks at the birthday party? Oh my God, yes, lots of food. You should hop on a plane from Connecticut, David. Lazy Iran says, I just wish something would go right. Yesterday my truck broke down. I live off the grid. Oh my God. Don't know what I'm going to do. Well, maybe you need to come back to the grid. I don't know. Well, Mobius Zero, don't give up yet, because you know why Humpty Dumpty had a great fall? Why did Humpty Dumpty have a great fall, everybody? Because he had a terrible summer. So we in my support group last week, we started to take the stock of the old year, and some people said that 2018 was the worst year of my life. I said, for that very reason, 2019 is going to be better, because what goes down must come up. This is my whole sub-ministry here for this channel, and this is Julie Hayes, who I hope shows up. From the ashes I rise. This is a present she gave me last year, the Phoenix. It's true. If you had a bad year in 2017 or 2018, you're going to have a good year in 2019. Okay, someone says, why doesn't it work if I click on the dollar sign? I don't know. Are you on a cell phone or something? Because normally if you click on it, what comes up is a little box saying, you know, it gives you a choice of what you want to give. Try it again. Well, somebody just gave $4.99. Thank you very much. Who was that? Connor Stefanski. Thank you so much, Connor. Really appreciate it. Well, it worked for Connor, so I'm not quite sure about happy birthday in advance. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah, try clicking on that dollar sign again, Junie Mom 1. Otherwise, if you have PayPal account, you can just send me a contribution to douglasbloch@gmail.com. That's my PayPal address. And PayPal.com, just go up and create your own account. It's really easy. All right, what other questions can we answer here? The quindapine seems to rule my negative but also positive emotions, so I feel like a robot. Will this pass? It should, yeah. Happy New Year. Thank you, Mobius Zero. Eliza Hopkins, what are your views on sacrocranial therapy for depression? It helps some people. It's very, very, very subtle. One man meets another man's poison. It will not hurt you. You have nothing to lose by trying craniosacral therapy, except money, unfortunately. I was on Zoloft. 100 milligrams is usually the therapeutic amount. I was taking 200 at the end. Well, yeah, that helps some people. Can you send me the address? Are you serious, Virtuous Moon? You're going to fly up to Portland? We should talk on the phone first, really. Make sure you're going to like what we see. Yeah, email me, douglasbloch@gmail.com, and I'll give you some details about the party. But we definitely should check in first in person. Any advice for dissociation? Wow, yes, that's a big one. Go look up derealization and depersonalization on the internet. Whose birthday is it? It will be mine on February 22nd. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall because he's weak and fat and has osteoporosis. Very funny. Thank you again, Connor, for your contribution. How's the best way to tank anger with depression? Nikki, it's to get in touch with what's causing the anger and work through the emotions behind it. Usually anger is a protective emotion, trying to protect yourself from something. Wish I could donate, but I'm a broke college student. Haha. Well, you gave me $4.99. You donated. You're great. Low vitamin 6 and iron with panic attacks and hyperventilation. Thank you, Luis Corrales. No laptops. Well, Julian, one mom, try clicking on it again. There's something. We are bottom. I'm not quite sure what that means. Would Japan be a good place to die in? I don't think you should be talking about dying at this point, Mobius Zero. Japan is the loneliest place in the world, says Shave Inc. All right. What kind of question is this? Well, I think Mobius Zero is feeling really, I think he's feeling very discouraged and extremely desperate. I think that's where that's coming from. Did you see what cured my depression? Cancer. Huh, interesting. Well, guess what? We had a woman in our group who had cancer, and it did cure her depression because she felt with the cancer, people were basically giving her lots of love and support, and with depression, and she also had psychosis, people were shunning her. It's kind of ironic that she got more appreciation for having cancer than depression, and she got better. And this just shows the stigma of mental illness. Marin W says mental health is very behind in Japan. I'm from Japan. You got the email address? Yes, send it to me. Leanne McGowan from Buffalo, New York, my favorite person. Hey, Leanne, thanks for your past donations, and I'm glad you've gone through the worth of it. If I may say, Leanne has had some desperate times. She's thought of taking her life, but she's moved past that, and now she's feeling better, right, Leanne? Tell people there's hope. Please tell people there's hope on the other side of depression. Is your chart available somewhere in your book or website? That chart is in the book Healing from Depression. It's also on the website. Absolutely. Go to Healing from Depression, Healing from Depression Holistically. If you go to that link on my website, you'll find that chart. I'll actually type it for you right now. Healing. It's called Treating Holistic. Okay. I think the link or the page is called Treating Depression Holistically. And in a moment, I will show you my website. Okay, Holistic, A-L-L-Y. And to get to my website, simply go to www.healingfromdepression.com. That's www.healingfromdepression.com. Wow, we've got 62 people watching in 20 minutes. Okay, everybody, as my gym teacher would say, listen up. So let me tell you about a ritual I do with all of my clients, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very, very simple. Thank you, Nicholas, for your $20 donation. I really appreciate that. So what you do is you write down on a piece of paper. First of all, you look over 2018. You say, how was this year? What were my strengths? What were my triumphs? What were my challenges? Number two is on a piece of flash paper. You can get this from Pyro Wizard. On this thing, you write down all the things you want to let go of, like depression, anxiety, insomnia, hopelessness. In my case, I want to let go of struggle. So you take a pen, which I don't really have at the moment, but if I had a pen, oh God, here it is. I got a pen right here, okay? You're going to write down the word, I want to let go of struggle. I'm going to do that right in here. I want to let go of struggle. Okay, then you take that piece of paper, you hold it over this bowl here, I'm going to show you, right? And you light it, and you'll see what happens. Here we go. I'm releasing struggle in 2018 for 2018, and I'm bringing in joy and ease for 2019. Here we go. Watch this. What do you think of that, guys? Pretty nifty. I've just released struggle for the next year. Boy, I feel lighter already. Anyway, that's something that myself and our support groups do every year. And then on a new page, you write down all the things you want to bring in. Anybody who sends me their email address, I'll give you instructions about how to do this. All right. I'm glad you liked that demonstration. I didn't mean to skip all of your questions, but I had to show that to you. Ashley Phillips, is anhedonia a common depression? That is what depression is, anhedonia. They're synonymous, lack of pleasure, loss of pleasure. All right, body scan meditation, yes. Did you ever meditate for sleeping? Yes, of course, it's very helpful for sleeping. Watch Big No's video on suicidal thoughts. Big No is a friend of mine here in Portland. Definitely watch that video. Can you please write down the technique first? I'm afraid I might forgot. Which technique? I will go ahead and send it to you if you email me your address. Okay, Doctor Who, 1SGR8, Happy New Year. I have tiredness all the time, but sleeping is poor. Is it because it's winter? Yes, you may have winter depression. You may need to use a light. Probiotics and magnesium seem to be helping you for panic attacks, so magnesium really relaxes the body. How do I deal with despair? Just keep telling yourself, this too shall pass. Yes, Trent said, I got your $20. Thank you so much. I got notified on the phone. You're a mensch. You're a real good person. Thank you. How do I deal with anxiety, poor appetite and anxiety? You have depression, go to a doctor and get it treated. Okay, second generation antipsychotics. Okay, anyway, wonderful to see me on live. Thank you, Beth. What levels of B6 should I try? Probably 50, but go talk to your naturopath or nutritionist. Wow. Okay, how's my treatment going? Cheyenne, do you think Paxil 20 milligrams is too low? No, it's the normal dose. Talk about with your doctor. How can one overcome dependent personality disorder? Getting out there and putting yourself more in the world. I would definitely work with a trained therapist. And yes, BRB, thank you, Leanne, again. Yeah, that chart is in my address, in my book and on my website. Susan Jones says, apathy is a scary symptom of depression I struggle with. Any push through any tips? You just got to try to make yourself do stuff. By the way, what did people think of this whole burning bowl ceremony? I didn't even, I just thought it was really cool the way you light something down on a piece of paper and watch it disappear. I mean, these rituals really do have an impact on your brain. Okay, Marin W. I struggle with anhedonia too. I don't have anything I want to do. Yes, I know, Marin W. Have you thought of trying if you're something called electroconvulsive therapy, ECT? I've done it. A lot of my clients have done it. I don't know. It's kind of scary, but it's really pretty safe these days. What country are you still in? Ireland? How do I deal with living in denial? I'm not quite sure. Here's my email address. If you go ahead and email me, I will send you that self-care activities to improve your mood diagram. And especially, by the way, who sent me the $20 donation on PayPal? I'm going to send you that chart. And then I will also want Connor Stefanski's email address. You can email it to me. I want to send you a copy of that chart of self-care activities to improve your mood also. I would like instructions on lighted bowl. Yes, just email me. Essentially, what you do is you write down on that piece of flash paper, everything that you want to let go of for the year 2019, and you hold it over a bowl and just light it. It'll disappear. It's called Pyro Wizard. You can order on the internet, and Amazon has it. So PYROWIZARD. It's called Pyro Wizard Magic Flash. Just get that at your local magic shop or on the internet, and you can go ahead and do that trick also. Jay Ving, is my book only available in the USA? No, you can order it on Amazon.com, UK, and Europe. Healing from Depression. By the way, people probably don't know what people have been talking about, but here is Healing from Depression, 12 weeks. Thank you, Santana Barreda. Send me your email address, and I'll send you a free copy of that chart and my ebook. Cheyenne, so anyway, you can get this online, Amazon.com, Amazon.com, UK. You can get it in Australia, Canada, anywhere. And Cheyenne, I drink both coffee every morning and tea. I drink herbal tea, and also I drink black tea and green tea. David Starkweather says a good thing, go for a walk first thing in the morning. Debbie Cockman, so nervous dogs, can barely drive. Any suggestions if you're in trouble? Well, you need to deal with your anxiety. Go see a therapist who deals with it. And look at my video, How to Rewire Your Anxious Brain. It might be something with the amygdala, the fear center of your brain. If so, exercise, medication can help. Also, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. I can't afford any medical help. Rent in Dublin is crazy, taking up 7% of income. Oh my God. I'm really sorry. Junie Mom 1 says, I have your books, love them all. Well, go ahead and tell the people which books you have. Yeah, is it wrong to be interested in Japan? I have no idea. I'm talking about Salo about to go for a morning job. TMAC0192, Happy New Year, TMAC0192. He is a Patreon contributor. Do you know about my Patreon site? I don't really advertise it here, but basically it's how I raise money to do these videos. It's like a monthly subscription service. I think David Holden is a member of that. You just basically decide. You can sign up for as little as $2 a month and know that I have some steady income to pay for these videos. It would be awesome if you went ahead and signed up for that today. It's patreon.com. I did have the, here it is, www.patreon.com. Any amount you give, you'll be rewarded with a book or all sorts of other things. Just go to that site. Okay, drinking coffee first thing in the morning, but waiting an hour. That's actually a very good point, David Starkweather. Thank you. Yeah, wait a little bit before you drink your coffee. Otherwise, if you had anxiety, it could really stimulate it. Anyway, T-Mac, great. BRBHEJ, you did not place the paper with your email address. Well, and I could not say, could you show it to me again? Okay, here it is, BRB, right here. Douglas Bloch, first and last name, @gmail.com. That's douglasbloch@gmail.com. I hope you saw it this time. All right, and I just dropped it. No problem. So what else do we have here? What other feedback do we have? Is an older brain more prone to depression? Not really, not if you take good care of yourself. Good way to combat anxiety, Bethy, exercise, exercise, exercise. Cheyenne, thank you for, Leanne, thank you for helping out Cheyenne with those tips. TMAC1192 says, Happy New Year's. Your videos have been a game changer. I'm really glad they've been helpful. That's what they're there for. Jvink, get moving on your mind. Something else, exercise, read, play, cards, puzzle, excellent. Yep, that's a really good way to overcome obsession. Oh, you have Words That Heal? Oh my God. Yes, that's a lovely book. Lazy Eye Ranch, I'm glad your divorce went through. Julianne 522, glad I found this. You're in a bad depression. Well, there's some really good videos on here, and hope you can and will get through this. Please write me if you need to. Michael Falcone, whatever depression or anxiety anyone is going through, I've been for 2 years. You are not alone. Wow. What is it? I'm going through it all too. I don't know what that means. Anyway, Jay Vink, I think sitting still, it's the most anxiety-producing thing ever. So in my case, reading and playing cards doesn't work. Exercise is the best anti-anxiety pill. I agree with you. DouglasBlog@gmail.com. Thank you. There are not two ats, but I know what you're getting at, Junie Mom. It's me, Debbie. I just drive around where I live and totally focus on the road. I don't drive interstates. All right. Julianne, trouble sleeping. Been up for days. You need to get some medication to help you sleep. Dr. Who says, I always get bad dreams that make my sleep poor. Is it depression? Yes, 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 yes. Please get the depression treated. I've had 5 bouts of insomnia, 5 hospitalizations, 5 breakdowns, 5 hospitalizations. Every time I've got through the hospitalization, the insomnia has gone away. They go hand in hand. Julie Moan Mom says, please tell people your tip on taking a stuffed animal as yourself when you were 5. Oh my God, you watched that video from 5 years ago. It's called reparenting in your child. You take a little baby, like have a monkey, and you hold it to yourself and you talk to it and say, hey, little Dougie, I'm sorry you're sad today, but that's okay. I love you. And you pretend you have a little kid, and you take a stuffed animal and you make that your inner child and talk to it, and nurture it and love it. It's really therapeutic. I think that's what you were talking about, and I have a video on it. I don't know what it's called. Maybe you can put it up there for other people. High cortisol levels are normal in the morning, says Louise, and when you wake up, exercise can certainly help burn that extra energy off. Yes, absolutely. How do you gain motivation to work out? That is really hard. Sometimes you have to call a friend and just work with other people. Speaking of which, coffee. I have some coffee right here I need to drink. Cheyenne, find someone to work out with. That's very helpful. Sarah Ritchie, does anyone have any advice on any numbers that you can call? Of course, definitely. Where do you live, Sarah Ritchie? You always should call Silent Unity. That's the best place to call in the world. 1-816-969-2000. Call Silent Unity anytime, 24 hours a day. They are the best. They will give you the best prayer support of all time. Write that number down, all of you. 816-969-2000 for Silent Unity. Seriously. If you're ever in this pickle, call them up. All right, so Lazy Ranch, depressed 4 years, chronic pain from trigeminal neuralgia. I just did something on chronic pain. I'm going to do another video on CBD and chronic pain. Is anyone taking CBD? CBD oil for chronic pain? Let me know. So I hope that helped you about that Silent Unity number to call. How do I get my motivation? Fighting survival. Even though I slept 4 hours and feel like a total wreck, yet managed to get exercise 3 hours the next day. Good for you, Jay Ving. You keep it up. You will get better. Any experience on ashwagandha? Natural root, okay to take. Yes, it definitely is an adaptogen. I think it would be useful, especially if your doctor says so. The tears will come eventually, Mobius Zero. When they do come, don't hold them back. Yes, it's God release. My book is on Amazon. Thank you very much. Navy SEALs have hell week and they sleep on 2 hours and exercise 22 hours a week. Yeah, the body can handle more than you think. Absolutely. By the way, thanks again for the contributions. We still have that super chat. I'd like to get another maybe 2 or 3 contributions before the end. We've gone 35 minutes. We have 25 minutes left. Again, I want you all to think about the year of 2018. 1, what went well. 2, what didn't go so well. 3, what do you want to let go of? And 4, what do you want to bring in? You send me your email and I will send you the exact exercise and ritual I've been doing for 17 years with my clients. All right. Luis Corrales says, anxiety causes me very vivid and tiresome dreams at night, but brisk exercise or occasional sleep medication can help dampen the dreaming mechanisms so you get more sleep and restful sleep. Thank you, Luis. You must be a doctor. You always have such good information. Depression is related to lack of dopamine. Can you please make a video on dopamine, natural ways to boost it? Yes. Exercise, exercise, exercise. Doing something fun. Also, Wellbutrin works on the dopamine receptors. I've been taking it. Terry 60W. Wow, we haven't seen you in a while. Nice to have you back on the channel. My friend has been depressed for a while, with the exception of a few emails back and forth, shut me out. She's rejecting my offers of support. Any suggestions on how to reconnect? Keep reaching out. Keep reaching out, Terry W. Keep reaching out. Keep extending yourself every couple of days. Eventually you'll get through, really. I know people who are depressed often reject support. Not a good idea, but you need to be there, a consistent presence for your friend. Watch my video on chronic pain, very good. I have terrible memory. I have to watch the same thing over and over again. Well, all right. Sarah Ritchie, there is some online coaching available if you're having anxiety. Let me find the website. By the way, I do online coaching, everybody. If you would like to do some online coaching for me, it's not that expensive. You simply have to go to my website. And here it is right here, www. I should probably promote it more, but I'm so busy with so many other things. But if you go to my website, healingfromdepression.com, I have a big online coaching tab, so check that out. Yes, Sarah Ritchie, go to my website. You may find what you might like. You might like what you find. How would you determine which is the best therapist? Go on your gut. Which is the one that feels you're more connected with? CBD relaxes me. I take Matera 3,000 milligrams, and I don't know what that is. BRB, HEJ also, I did ask earlier, but I'd really be happy to see more advice for dating and depression. Yeah, that's an amazing topic. I got to write that down. I'm actually going to go ahead and highlight this and copy it. That would be an amazing video to do. I'd have to do some research. When I was depressed, one time a woman came up to me, and instead of rejecting me, she saw me and actually took pity on me and dated me. I don't know why, but she saved my life. Her name was Lori. I owe a lot to her. Why does depression make your brain so dead? Because it messes up the dopamine centers. It messes up some of the circuits in your brain. That's why it does that. At any rate, keep reaching out, I said to the woman who has Terry W. Yeah, brain is unbalanced, Jay Vink. That's right. Leanne McGowan, Shine, even though I don't like therapy, I'd find one you feel connection with it and you feel comfortable talking to. Leanne, you're absolutely right on the money. That's what you do. I have anxiety from an herbal supplement. What kind of anxiety would that be? You just had a bad reaction to a chemical. I mean, you can have a bad reaction to an herb. You can have a bad reaction to a synthetic drug. Hopefully, exercise, drink a lot of fluids, maybe go to an acupuncturist. And hopefully you'll get out of your system. If not, go see a mental health professional. How can you tell if your thoughts are real or depression? I'm not quite sure what that means. They're always real. They're always your thoughts. If you're having really negative thoughts, it's probably caused by the depression. 12:40 p.m. It's December 30th. It's 2018. What are you guys going to do on New Year's Eve to celebrate, huh? And are you going to do a ritual? I want you to write down your goals for the new year. It's so important. I'm going to put this in all caps. I want you to write down your goals for the new year, and I want you to send them to me. I may not answer, but write down your goals for the new year. Here it is, right here. Okay, if I can only just get the space bar in, that would be great. Yeah, do that. And release what you don't want using that flash paper trick. What do I think about EF? Even though I'm depressed, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Yes, that's called emotional freedom technique. It's helped a lot of people. Not really helped me that much, but boy, a lot of people are using. I think tapping therapy, J. Vink, is a really appropriate thing to try out. David Holden, eat whole foods, tons of omega-3 rich fish, fruits and vegetables, especially bananas. David Holden, that's wonderful advice. Dopamine is tied to the brain's reward system. Accomplish any small task will provide a small boost. Luis Krause, can you tell me what your background is? I am so impressed with your knowledge. Really, seriously, you must have studied psychology, at least in school or just on your own. I'll keep reaching out. It can be a little discouraging at times. Well, do it like once a week. Don't do it all the time. Give yourself some in-between time, but every now and then check in with her. One day maybe he or she will reach back out. All right, Cheyenne, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? Or, hold on, I'm going to something called a burning bowl ceremony you do in church. The very ritual I just showed you how to do, I'm going to do it with a bunch of people. It's a really cool thing to do it in community. My goals are to lose weight. Well, great. Fruits, vegetables, greens, nuts, and seeds. Eat what are called low-calorie density foods. Foods with water in them, like fruits and vegetables and soups. Stay away from things that are high-calorie density, like nut butters. A little bit, but not too many. I don't know why, but even my worst state, my cat is always able to help. Well, cats are healers. You know about Bruce. I talk about him all the time. I'm going to try to get somebody to pick me up to go to a neighborhood party. You should definitely go. You should definitely get out of your isolation. Jonathan Catterson, I haven't heard from you. How I desensitize myself to physical symptoms, cause panic when I feel them, like sharp pain in my head. You need to do mindfulness meditation. Just notice that pain and breathe through it, not try to react to it. Also, definitely see a mental health professional who deals with anxiety. BRB says low sugar, low caffeine, and good quality oils do help, especially with anxiety. Luis Corrales says, if I can find you, dating might not be the best option to heal depression, but find support groups in local clubs, volunteering, any interaction with people. You're absolutely right. Cheyenne, I want to do the ritual and spend the night with family. I know my neighbors will be shooting off guns and fireworks. The dogs will be going nuts, absolutely too. Yeah, getting to bed early. Thank you for your videos. Recently found your children and helped me get through a tough time. Says Jewel Trusek. Trust myself to find alternative ways to get through depression. Well, thank you so much. Remember, we do have the super chat option, this little dollar sign. Only 17 minutes left until the end of this year, at least with you and me and being together. Of course, a week from today is January 6th, and we'll be back doing our next live chat. And January 7th, I'll be posting a video called How to Get Free of OCD. That's on January 7th. Junie Mom 1, me too, Leanne. Better early, making resolutions, very helpful. Headwork, the half being around the fire, talking, chatting is gone. Well, all right. I'm not looking to date to heal. I'm just looking to date because I want a relationship. That's valid. But I would still, go find friends first in clubs, and maybe, the best way to find a relationship is do things you're interested in, like take a class. If you meet people, go to a meetup group. If you meet people who have the same interests, connection will happen organically. I'd love to see Bruce on the live chat. He was there last week. David Holden, go look at live chat number 91. You'll see about 2/3 of the way I held him up to the camera. Is ritual best done at midnight New Year's Eve, Virtuous Woman? Anytime you want to do it. I like to do it New Year's Eve, but it can be done at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It can even be done on New Year's Day, just to get your mind programmed to let the good in, to release the old. That's the key. I started reading Brain Lock to help me understand my OCD. Thanks for suggesting it. It's a great book, and I'm talking about it on this video. You want to see it on January 7th. Leanne, I don't believe in resolutions. Try to be the best you can be. I agree with it. Beauty by Zara. Hey, nice to see you. It's been a while. Do I have any intrusive, scary thoughts? Yes, I had. You just need to essentially. No, there is a drug that can help. It's called Luvox. Is Bruce watching the birds again? Yes, I posted on my Instagram account. Oh my God, you guys should go to my Instagram account and watch Bruce swatting at the birds. Thank you, Jeannie Mom, $2. I appreciate it. Good for you. Send me your email address and I'll send you a free copy of my chart. Yeah, you will watch it tonight for Bruce Therapy. Just about 2/3 of the way through, he makes a surprise appearance. Head work, focus on the instruments. That's something. Lazy Iran says, I'd never want to join a club that would have me as a member. Well, you need to just love yourself a little bit more. That would be great. Anyway, Brain Lock is a good book, and tune in next week to learn more about it. Anyway, Beauty by Zara, you can use a drug, and I'll show you what it's called right now. It's called Luvox, and you should talk about it with your doctor, of course. It's prescription, but it is approved by the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, for OCD and intrusive thoughts. Why do I know this? Because a number of my clients and my support groups have used it. I started listening to Eckhart Tolle's videos. Very calming and realistic. Do I know his stuff? Oh yes, I read The Power of Now when it came out. He's great. And Leanne says to Cheyenne, remember you're not your thoughts. Never define yourself by an illness. Keep the mind busy. Leanne, you're a gem. Thank you very much for participating and being a member of this channel. All right, we are now at 47 minutes after the hour. We're at 13 minutes, waiting for another super chat donation, or someone maybe can show up on Patreon. BRB says, I also found teaching by Eckhart Tolle very helpful. I started practicing it lately. Still in diapers, but really helpful. You're more than welcome. Mr. Douglas, you must be from a different country. That one calls me Mr. Douglas in America. All right, so what is your intention for the new year? Set the intention to heal. Write it down. Write down a vision statement of wellness. I want you to go to my website, and I want you to go to a tab for free. It's called Set the Intention to Heal. And I want you to watch my video on this, please, everybody. That's my Christmas gift to everybody on this channel who's watching. Go to my YouTube channel and watch Set the Intention to Heal video, and it will tell you all about how important it is to go ahead and state a strong, clear intention of healing. Okay, so there you have it. Watch the Set the Intention to Heal video on my YouTube channel. Highly recommend it. Yusuf Lewis, thank you for your efforts. Do you think it's correct to say that people with depression can have the condition for different reasons? Of course. Many roots to depression. Highlight of the week, says Lazy Ranch, where it's to donating 2 old junk cars to charity. Yep. It's important to release things if you want new things to come back into your life. Leanne McGowan says, have a great New Year's, Doug, and to everyone, you will get better, never give up. We'll see you next year, Leanne. I totally love this New Year's and similar exercise. Maybe you could write a book, workbook. I'd love to do it daily. Well, I have a book called Words That Heal. It's all about affirmations. You'll like that book. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying I have positive vibes. I appreciate it. Arr! Okay, I got out my non-positive vibes, so it didn't take very long, did it? Oscar Gonzalez says, depression is so weird every day. You feel like you're getting better until one day it's so hard. Yes, well, you go up and down when you're dealing with depression. Do your tips work for people with Asperger's? I don't see why not. I actually have been diagnosed with it. All right, so remember everybody, why did Humpty Dumpty have a great fall? Because he had a terrible summer. If you've had a bad year in 2018, if you've been faced with challenges, things can and will improve in 2019. Just tell yourself that. Julie Mom says, Happy New Year. David Holman just jumped out of my skin. I'm sorry. A little bit of surprise. Oh, well. Should I work at night to reduce cortisol levels or first thing in the morning? I'm not quite sure when you should work out. Any time working out is better than none. I work out first thing in the morning, but everybody's different. Well, Lazy Eye Ranch is going to get a pen ready for a pot-bellied pig. By the way, what do you call a pig who really is good at karate? Pork chop. And I always studied, did anyone like kids, dinosaurs when they were kids? I love dinosaurs. So many children like them. You know dinosaurs have to pay their bills just like everybody else. What do they use to pay their bills? Tyrannosaurus checks. Thank you, Roxana Sharif. Your £5 donation every week is so appreciated. And yes, you should get a cat for 2019. If I can find my video here. Oh, maybe it's on Instagram. Wow. I should go to my Instagram account and show it to you, everybody. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Now I have to go to home, right? Look at Bruce. It's hard to see with the reflections. He's looking out. This is hard to see. He's looking at birds at a window. Maybe we can put this away. That's better. You see Bruce? You see him looking at that bird? Look at him. He's staring out the window. There's a bird. I don't know if you can see the bird in the feeder. Look, see how he's moving his paw? He's trying to get at it. That's my Instagram account. All right. Cheyenne Espinola, one of my biggest religions for the rest of my life is to try to not think negatively. Yes? Well, that's a good thing to do. I only have one cat. I didn't get your pork chop joke. Well, he's a pork and he's chopping. That's what karate is. What is my Instagram screen name? I know. How do you find out? That's how much I use Instagram. Oh, it's Douglas, Douglas .Bloch. I just found out my Instagram screen name. I post lots of things about Bruce. Let me see. Yeah, it's lowercase here. So let me go ahead and turn this little D. There's my Instagram account, Douglas.Bloch. What's the best way to cope with depression when you have no family or friends? Wow, that is a hard thing to do, Doug Maverick. You need to find a way to connect with people, either by living with people like roommates, having a good therapist, joining meetup groups. However you can manage to get social contact. Not having family and friends is a huge, huge hindrance to overcoming depression, but it can be done. All right. Exercise in the morning, get morning cortisol. Yep, so I agree. Exercising in the morning is better. Oh, don't worry, Mobius Zero. We won't all die next year. I can absolutely promise you. I have a lot of kids I know who are 5 or 6. They're not going anywhere. All right. So, Doug, did that answer your question about finding a therapist or going on Instagram? Yes, Julie. He wants to eat the bird, but he's not going to. Julia Hayes! Oh, my goodness. Happy New Year. Yes, Andrew, I have a Facebook page. I don't do a whole lot on it except post my videos. Just go look up Douglas Bloch. And Julie Hayes, as always, the Julie Hayes from Michigan has just showed up, and this is her thing, From the Ashes I Rise. She created this for probably yourself and many people. You know, I need to do a video on this, just on this. Julie, I need to get more exposure to that diagram. That's an amazing diagram. Julie, Mom wants us to get in counseling and join a group. I agree that for the person who doesn't have any family. Oh, regarding the CBD oil for pain, if I take it orally, it gives me anxiety. Doug, you're a great man. It's YOU''RE, but I'll take the compliment anyway. Julie, how have you been doing? Julie was in a really bad shape. She was desperate. thinking of ending her life. She went to the hospital, got help, and now she's better. Julie, can you tell people that there's life after the depression? Can you tell people that what goes down must come up? Seriously. Getting sunlight in the winter months helps a lot to lift the mood. Yes, but what do you do when you live in Oregon? You wait for the sun to come out like today. Oh, oh my God, there's a beautiful finch outside my window. Wow. That brightens my day. Do people like birds as much as I do? You never use time for Fisherman's Friend? Yes. I'm out of them, David. I'm going to have to order them from Amazon. I ran out of Fisherman's Friends. This gal, Claire One Lou, who doesn't come on the air anymore, sent me a bunch of them to an Amazon locker. Actually, that was somebody else, but she sent me into my address. And then somebody else from Ireland sent me one to an Amazon locker. Oliver McLeod. Boy, I've got a good memory. Don't let anybody tell you that when you get old, you lose your memory. Not true, not true. Exercise grows more neurons in the hippocampus, the part of the brain that deals with learning and memory. I'm going to tell you right now, steady state cardio exercise will grow more brain cells in your brain. So when you turn 70 like me, your memory is just as good. I should not brag about this, and I'm not bragging, but my memory is as good now as it was at the age of 20. Knock on vinyl. Okay. Do you like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Yes, it's an amazing novel, but its depiction of ECT is absolutely wrong. Social media is one of the worst things for depression. Yes, it can be. I did a video on it. I have to go to a support group, try to get out of the house, even if it is to a key or someplace. Yes. Excellent. Nice work, BRBHEJ. By the way, what does that stand for? But yes, you're doing the right thing by getting out of the house. You're doing well in general. Well, good for you. You're a true survivor. I want you to share with people. Kevin McCord. Oh my goodness, I was just talking about Ireland. Are you back in school? My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. You used to be here years ago. And I think, Kevin, are you still a Patreon subscriber? I appreciate it if you are. Anyway, yeah, Jill Trusack, getting sunlight in the winter. When my parents were alive, I used to go visit them in Florida during the spring break. Boy, that helped. Yes, you should get a bird feeder. I have 3 feeders outside my office. They're just flying back and forth all day. It just cheers me so much up. Yeah, the problem is that people compare their lives to others in social media. That does happen. Hey, Beth D. Being outside in nature helps me so much. Yeah, it helps all of us because we're connected to the natural world. Julian one, yes, online support groups. Even on Facebook, I joined the cancer one. So helpful. 57 minutes and 37 seconds. Let's see if we can get one more donation on Super Chat before we leave in 2 minutes. That would be great. Again, I want to wish you all a happy New Year's Eve. I hope that 2018, well, we're all here. We all survived it. Let's hope that 2019 is a good year for everybody. Let's hope that our political leaders don't do anything stupid and get us in any major conflicts. Let's hope that the economy is good in America, Britain, wherever you live. We all deserve prosperity. We all deserve happiness. That's what the Dalai Lama says. Everybody is seeking happiness. We all deserve it. Remember, love your neighbor as yourself. And you know, the best way to be happy is to help make other people happy. That's what the great guru Meher Baba said. True happiness lies in making other people happy. You can't beat service. And there we are, Julian 1, $2. Thank you so much. 1 minute and 30 seconds before the end. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but you know, it's every nickel helps to create more videos like this. Thank you for being here. And yes, Luis Montoy's $1.99. I really appreciate it. So much. Thank you for both of you. Send me your email address, and I will go ahead and send you a free copy of this diagram. Self-care activities to improve your mood. And guess what? There's even some nice images on the other side called Boost Your Psychological Immune System. These are really, really great. Great words of wisdom. Hugs from Hungary. Oh, you're from Hungary. Yeah, I have some relatives from Hungary. Thanks to everybody who gave good advice. Thank you, Doctor Who. Hoping 2019 is good for us all. Yes, I hope so too. Luis Corrali says, Sarah Ritchie, GADrecovery.com has one-on-one coaching sessions. Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you. Yes, 100% of PayPal I get to keep. Thank you very much for doing that. That's why PayPal is always a good way to send money to anybody who you want to help out. Sharon Espinola, I wish you all a happy new year. I'm glad we're all here for each other. Your YouTube channel is one of the best things that happened to me this year. Well, just wish I'll do it next year. I mean, one day at a time. All right, Christina Bia, I'm sorry I missed live. Looking forward to the next one. Love your videos. Well, Katrina, you can, in about 1 minute, this is going to go public and you can watch this from the beginning. Ben Malcolm, nice to hear from you. For 2 minutes, Dave. LOL, yes, laugh out loud. All right, 1 hour and 12 seconds. I guess it's time for me to sign off. There's 55 of you watching. Does anybody have any last words of wisdom or encouragement for 2019? I want all of you who are feeling discouraged to feel encouraged. You know what courage means? It's from French, right? Discourage means courage. Courage means the heart. Courage means, you know, getting strength from the heart. So when you're discouraged, your heart, you've lost hope in your heart. It's so important for people to find hope and encouragement. Thank you, Andrea M., for £2. I really appreciate it. Yes, let's rewrite things for 2019. Remember, it all begins here. It all begins with our thoughts and our concepts and ideas. We can be the masters of our fate. We can be the creators of our destiny if we just choose to set the intention for what we want. Now, I know there's factors out there we have no control over, like the economy, and that's why the great serenity prayer of AA says, Lord God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So follow the serenity prayer. The things you can change, let go, but the things you can change, and you can always change your attitude, your thoughts, how you respond to things that happen. You can change what happens to you. Thank you, Ben Malcolm. You can't change what happens to you, but you can always change how you respond to them. That's exactly what happened with Viktor Frankl in the concentration camps, in Auschwitz. This is the lesson he learned that he writes about in Man's Search for Meaning. That the last of demon freedoms is the ability to choose your response in any given situation. I don't care what happens outside. You can always choose peace, you can always choose love, you can always choose forgiveness, and you can always choose to reach out for support. I have never worked with a person who is depressed or anxious who didn't get better when they set the intention to heal and reached out for support and tried a bunch of different things to help themselves. Depression is treatable, anxiety is treatable. I know it can go on for a long time. I know that sometimes it's very frustrating, but there are techniques and tools. I'm doing a video on ketamine. I already did one on transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS. There are alternative treatments out there. Just hang in there and continue to stay connected and continue to reach out. I wish you all a great New Year's Eve. May we all have choice. We'll choose an amazing year. I like it with the S. And I like it, amassing year. Well, maybe I'll, amass about $10,000, $20,000. That would be great. Anyway, Patty Brady, hello, Doug. These dark Christmas holidays are the worst too long. Yes, but guess what, Patty? They're coming to an end. The New Year is happening in 48 hours. And remember, Humpty and Dumpty had a great fall because he had a terrible summer. So if the Christmas days are dark, January, February will be light. Hey, the salt shakers, the Serenity Mirror makes a good toast. It does. Andrea M., thank you all for being here. Thank you all for tuning in. Anybody have any last words of wisdom? I'm kind of hanging in there longer because, yes, Katrina, you must work on your thought life. Absolutely, we all must do so. Yeah, I mean, this is the end of a new year. I mean, we can really recreate ourselves in the next year. This is always what is wonderful about life. Every day we begin anew. They say in Al-Anon, just for today, we'll be unafraid. There's always the ability to go ahead and change things around. In the twinkling of an eye, we shall all be changed. That's exactly what St. Paul said, in the twinkling of an eye, just like that. On July 17th, 1996, I went together suicidal. I went to bed the night of July 16th. I woke up on my wedding anniversary, July 17th, the black cloud had lifted. Somehow I started to feel better. Within 30 days, I was symptom-free. That's how quickly things can turn around. You never know what's going to happen the next day. That's why you cannot give up. You cannot give up. You must listen to Julie Hayes. Julie Hayes, you must take a picture of this. You must do a screenshot of this. And still I rise, from the ashes I rise. You must take a screenshot of this and look at this every day whenever you feel like there's no hope. The sun does come out tomorrow. And yes, gratitude for what you do have, even though when you're depressed, what can you be grateful for? At least you probably have a roof over your head, you're breathing. There is something going well in your life. When's the next blog, Doug? January 7th, a new video called How to Get Free of OCD. And I'm also doing blogs on my website. Every week, a new blog. And I will give you, hey, Julie Hayes, I love you, dear. www.healingfromdepression.com. For my website, a new blog every week. And let's go reach out and let's support each other. Because as they say in AA, what we can't do alone, we can do together. God bless. We'll see you next Sunday, January 6th. Have a great New Year's Eve. Had a great beginning of the new year. And yes, time is the best healer. Happy holidays, everyone.